Hello everyone, this is Chaotic Fox Gaming, and we are back with The Forgotten City. I have come back now that I'm feeling a little bit braver about the fact that all of these statues are apparently moving and are very much alive. I mean, because we knew that they were going to move once someone committed the sin. I did not think that they were going to move while we were just wandering and just do whatever they want to do. So I'm not loving that for me personally, but you know, it's gonna be fine. I'm not even, oh. Okay, did not care for that either. So we're gonna try not to worry about the statues and what they do. And we're gonna focus on the goal, which is who is going to sin and kill everyone. Okay. So let's just continue on our way with that in mind.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkers?
Okay, well, we were out of there a while ago, so he's kind of behind the times. Also, the whisper is doing the most.
Alve.
Oh!
Alve again. Did you find what you need?
You all missed the conversation with her last time because my game decided to shut down, so we're going to go through this really quick. She didn't want to tell us her story, but she will tell us a little bit about what she thinks about the Golden Rule.
I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We asked for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals. But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is rather long.
Why not? I have time.
Wonderful. It goes like this. Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now, the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately, the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic. Realizing only a select few possess such powers, says to her husband, Philemon, I think these men are gods in disguise. Immediately, the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, You have passed our test. But everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish. So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves.
Or perhaps that it's the gods might kill you at any moment for failing their test, and they don't even have to tell you what the rules are.
A cynic philosopher might take that view, but it's not entirely invalid, I suppose.
And then we ask her, what's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
So let's go through these. The information for the election is actually kind of interesting, especially since I do think the election's going to be a pretty big part of this. So let's ask who's allowed to vote.
All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course.
The women can't vote.
That's just the way it's always been, I'm afraid. It never sat right with me, either. There are some women who can vote, Vestal priestesses like myself, but in this case, given my role overseeing the election, I've decided to abstain. I can't allow the perception that I'm being anything but fair and independent, but if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Such as?
By using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course.
And the only way that we know as of right now how to affect the election is by giving Malleolus the money that he requested. So there's that. What's your role in the election?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
Can I nominate another candidate?
You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
And I skipped this because I'm worried that if I ask, it will start the election, and I'm not sure we're ready for that. I mean, because so far, Malleolus is still planning on running. He's still probably going to win, and then he'll commit the sin, and that's not necessarily a good thing for us. But also, I guess maybe that's not really an issue, because then we always have the opportunity to run through back in time. So actually, maybe we should just go ahead and start the election. Can we start the election now?
As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk. But I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason.
Holding it early may prevent conflict between the voters. I just want to get it over and done with. I don't think over and done with is a good reason, but how about holding it early?
Yes. I have overheard some rather unpleasant arguments. The last thing we need here is additional conflict. Very well. I'll get things started right away.
Maybe knowing what happens.
It is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Okay, everyone's panicking. Oh. She walks slower than I do. I am really freaked out by the gold statues now. This is not great. Oh my god, it moved. Oh, I hate this. I hate it so much. This is not it. It's because it's like they weren't moving before, so why are they moving now? Like, what did I do? Oh no, I don't want to be in here. Ugh, okay. A nightmare. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I know you're all watching. Yep, okay, thanks, Whisper. I thought this was an adventure game, not some horrifying... Okay, wait, I don't know where I want to be to watch everything. Where is the best spot? Okay.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate.
Maybe right here.
The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Malleolus.
Dacius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Malleolus.
Rufius.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Yeah.
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
Look at him. He's having a party.
I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus. That's more like it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
For his attempt to deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What? I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
His sentence, to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius. Here and now for your entertainment.
Okay, admittedly, that will be entertaining.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Wait, I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me.
Oh my goodness.
Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
The drama.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies! It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
Oh my god.
The
Okay,
many
there you
shall
go.
suffer for the sins of the one.
Find me. Find you where? Follow Sentius. Oh. Follow Sentius back to. Oh, it uses portal. Yep, okay. Why are their eyes blue? That's kind of new. Isn't it? Oh. Well, it's awkward. I'm probably gonna die. Yeah. Okay. I went the wrong way. It's really awkward. Whoops. Okay, well, we found out things. I mean, it doesn't really matter if we actually go through with the election, right? So... I mean, actually, like, make it through the portal and everything, so I don't think I'm gonna do that again. Okay, so things that we found out. Malleolus, obviously, you know, breaks the Golden Rule, as we suspected, but he uses this guy to do it. Whatever his name is.
What now?
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
I think it's gone on long enough. And Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
How's he going to do that?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Sounds great. Can I help in some way?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Okay. What's your story?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? You go
Okay.
through me.
Anyways, why are you dressed like a gladiator?
Why? Because I am a gladiator.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay, but you're nowhere near an arena.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
That's rude. Whatever.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Okay. He doesn't give any useful information at this point. Okay, things that we know. Malleolus does win the election. A lot of people end up voting for Malleolus. Also, the priestess said that some women can vote, and there was not a single woman there, because I thought, oh, if we can maybe find out everyone who's voting, maybe that will be helpful. I just thought it was interesting. Why even mention it then, if that's not even going to be a thing? Anyways, he clearly has beef with him. He loses by a landslide. He doesn't even get a chance to murder him, which almost makes me think that the sin was committed before by something else. Because surely it has to be committed before everything goes off, right? Because just saying that you're gonna murder someone and actually murdering someone are two different things. Like, that man was still alive. We also found out that the priestess didn't approve of what was happening. We found out that another member, Hordius, right? Definitely was like, hey, it's real.
Citizen?
Yeah, it was Hordius. Definitely said the golden rule is real. So does he have proof of that, or does he just really strongly believe that it is? All interesting things. The election, I think, is definitely still an issue. However, I'm not entirely sure that that is the thing that sets everything off, considering he didn't even get a chance to murder the magistrate.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkus? If I cop an earful from Malleolus, I'll be coming for you.
So now what?
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Yes, it's very beautiful. It's also very locked. The other issue that we have is that we have that lady in this building up here. I still can't get in. Ugh. I hate all statues now. Okay, fine. I'll go get the bow. I can't remember where the bow is. Oh, that guy's selling one, isn't he, for a ridiculous amount of money? There's all of the whispers getting agitating. Okay. I hate too many statues. I don't feel guided. I feel freaked out. Okay, hello? Oh my god. Jesus fucking... Okay. Okay. I'm just having a grand old time. Where's the man? Like, I know that the statues aren't just gonna get up and kill me. I just don't feel great about it. Okay. He's not here. Is he back here? Here's a letter. I did not do it, Dooley. Okay. What a good note. Hi.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. What's your story?
My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
What did you do?
I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
So did someone think you were going to steal? Because we saw that the letter said he didn't do it.
But I wasn't. I was just looking.
Okay. Is that all?
They said I did it more than once. But I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
Oh, a liability.
Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me?
Sure. Okay. Magistrate sentenced to Dualisis. I'm writing to you in relation to your incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with an alleged lost treasure. While I am sympathetic to your plight in the passing of your guardian, Hannibal, some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you the important message: the treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns which are strictly off limits to all citizens, I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community and must have your freedom limited, lest you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you are incarcerated should you experience further lapses in memory. Okay? There is no next page. Alright.
What does it say?
It says they caught you trespassing several times and they locked you up to stop you from breaking the golden rule.
My treasure.
What treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find him. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns, but when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me. Except my friend Galerius and Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady.
If you give me the key, I can try to find out what it unlocks.
Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you a lot.
Let me talk to the magistrate about getting you out of here.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen.
Okay.
No matter what.
Well, a new magistrate's not gonna help. Maybe I'll just break you out.
What about the rules? I don't want everyone to get in trouble because I was bad.
This is not... A new magistrate's not gonna help. Oh, right. Never mind, I take that back. A new magistrate would help as long as it's not Malleolus. And the issue is that we need to nominate someone who's not him. Okay, let me think. Okay, so who's that gonna be? Then maybe it's time we had a new magistrate.
Like Galerius? He's nice.
Okay.
I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything.
Then
if
we'll
you help
talk to
make him magistrate, he can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure.
Do I even care
Hannibal
about...
said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious.
I'll see what I can do. I don't even think he knows anything about the treasure. Let's talk about your treasure.
My friend Hannibal used to look after me.
Oh my god. Get me out of here.
He gave... Oh, no. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Wait, is that happening right now? Wait, can I?
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity.
You
doom us all.
Okay, this is Galliate. Okay.
Lies. It is
Great.
time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable.
How do I get out of here?
A treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay, this time we're actually going to see him perform it. So what does he do? Oh. Okay, well. Oops. Alright, let's go. That is all very interesting. Okay. This time we survived. Oh, it's
Salve, friend.
Salve.
I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I still think Galerius running for magistrate is a really good idea because I don't think people are going to run for the current. I don't think people are going to vote for the current magistrate. Clearly, everyone's upset. But we know Malleolus is definitely a worse choice because everyone's going to die. So we do need to get Galerius to run so that people don't die. I still think that it's not the main issue. I still think that there's something else that sets all the statues in motion, that someone else is committing a sin, because once again, the guy in the gladiator gear actually doesn't get to murder him. Therefore, he didn't actually commit the sin yet. So I think something else is going on, but very clearly they're going to, and that is still an issue in itself. So we still have an issue there. Also, Dooley with his treasure, I'm not sure if that's really a concern. Like, should I care about his treasure and this key? I don't know. But we did find out that Galerius, right here, can run, and we should be concerned about that. So now he's officially an option for us. Okay, I'm Jude, and I need you to take care of some things urgently.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
Lulia's dying, but these names. Lulia's dying, but Lucretia can't help her without the Celestium. Take some of this and go quickly.
Julia? Oh no. All right, I can do that.
That's it now. Go as fast as you can.
I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Yep, and we'll talk to him later. And then while he does that, we'll go... Wait, is this the right way? I don't know. No, this is not the right way. To that guy that's trying to jump off the building, I don't think this is the right way. Okay, this is definitely not the right way. Okay. I don't even think I can get down there in time at this point. Okay, I think it's worth a try though. And then we're gonna try to save that one man's life. I'm not really sure if it helps me or not. Oh no, I did need, okay, wait, I was going the right way. That's really awkward. Okay. You know what? It's fine.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Okay, let's talk to him.
What is it, citizen?
We already know who he's voting for. What's your story?
I'm a legionary of the 1st Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties.
Okay.
I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughter, I should say, and the others, and making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals.
How did you end up here?
I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl and pick up a little pendant from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling each other. Then some genetricum fugitive tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowds, down towards the river. And then, nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Ah, don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the mind as labor does the body. That said, Scintilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit.
What can you tell me about the magistrate?
He's one of the better commanders I've ever had, that's for sure. Good stoic. Lives by Seneca's words. Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more than that.
Can I see the citizen's register?
I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Probably won't. Wow, class commoner. Duty tavern keeper, tavern in the slum, claims to know a way out. She's a liar. So, what's new? Julius is imprisoned in the warehouse. Hannibal died in... Okay, so the person who's down there is Hannibal. Is Hannibal cannibal, and is that why he looks like that now? Kabosh has disappeared. Livia now refuses to work. Malleolus not to be trusted. Yeah, we already know Navia locked herself in palace, but we can't get in there, so. Rufius is increasingly agitated. Cynthia restricted to her villa for her safety. Okay. Someone's missing. We went too quickly. Who's missing? Centilia is missing. Okay. Well, we'll just take this. Sure, I'll give it back to you tomorrow.
Not sure why you said it like that, but whatever.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Well, as I always say, it's kind of like a divine version of the practice of decimation in the Legion. By threatening to execute 1 in 10 men, the idea is to ensure order and discipline among everyone. And it works. If you knew you could be executed because your brother-in-arms is planning a mutiny, well, you'd bloody well watch him like hundred-eyed Argus, wouldn't you? Because your only chance of saving yourself is to stop bad things before they happen. Makes us all responsible for keeping each other in check. It's brutal, of course, but effective. The Legion wouldn't be the most formidable force in the world without it.
Well, we don't need to talk about where we're from. Let's talk about something else.
If you like.
Well, let's see if he says anything interesting. Who are you going to vote for?
Not that it's any of your business, but my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius. Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference
No,
today.
probably not.
See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation. The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change.
Sure. Can I help?
I appreciate the thought. But you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings.
Okay, well.
Alright?
Okay, so he... told us his story. He told us his story, and it was about a fire.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
And that other man... story... up there... was also about a fire. And the Vestal Priestess story is about... Do you think all of these people were in the city that the gods destroyed because no one would let them into their house? And all of these people here are now getting punished? Like, maybe they were just visitors. Maybe they're all visitors in that city, so they're not actually... They didn't have homes there. So
Fresh meat, huh?
they couldn't have given the gods a place to stay. So they didn't actually commit any they didn't commit any evil towards the gods. So then they decided, oh, let's just put them here. Let's just put them here. And give them an opportunity to prove that they're good people. Maybe that's it. She won't tell us her story.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Who are you? Oh, this is the guy that doesn't say anything.
Better watch your step.
Whatever. What's your story?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but... family's from Seleucia on Tigris. Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
How did you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
What do you mean? Why are you still wearing your legionary armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Why don't you have a weapon?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
Not much of a talker, are you?
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
Are you suffering from rheumatism?
Nobody is supposed to know about that. Did Lucretia tell you?
I figured it out on my own. I'm so smart.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately. All my joints ache constantly, and the pain. It has a way of messing with your head. I get stirred up by things that shouldn't bother me, and then there's the statues.
Yeah.
And my doubts about my faith. And I just want to scream.
It's okay, the statues make me want to scream too.
You want to help me?
So...
do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do. And find me something to make the pain go away. Until then, get out of my face.
Fine. Jeez. Is this man back here? Okay, whispers? Thanks. Alright? Really helpful. You're not busy. Talk to me. You're not busy.
Hey, Virgil. How much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Okay, as long as you're all stupid together. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Ah, a new face.
Oh my god,
Salve,
Ken.
and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to...
That was really weird. Okay, everything's still working though. The sound just left for a hot moment, everyone. It's fine. Yeah, you're welcome. I am definitely a lifesaver. I have done that. It's my gift. Okay, what's your story?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
The way his eyes, like, shift side to side, like... Oh, you definitely don't want to hear about the weird things that I know that you definitely don't know about, because I didn't say anything. But don't worry, like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm not being shifty at all. Tell me about the city's history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. It could mean that the Romans, who first started building here, were just copying Greek architecture, which they do all the time. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Tell me about the city's
Gladly.
architecture.
Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
If they bring water into the city, could we use them to escape?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
Absolutely not. Tell me about the temple up on the
You mean
bluff.
the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule?
Maybe it's
Unless
Jupiter.
somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Okay.
Of course.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called God doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown God doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
No.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna question that right now. I noticed a graffiti. Why does someone think you're a sinner?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Okay.
And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
He's like shifting his eyes about.
In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Do you know who's writing the graffiti?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite the collection of handwritten
Didn't we
notes
hear
too.
someone talk about this?
The strange thing is,
Like
I
that
keep
they
my
were like,
personal
this is
affairs to
ridiculous.
myself.
I
I've
can't
never
remember.
really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists.
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one God, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burned down half of Rome last year and went into hiding.
Oh, that took
All
me
I
like
know is
a
if
solid
these
second. I was
threats
like,
keep
what in the
escalating,
world is he talking about?
eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
I just really don't think this is it either. Oh, well, I'm sure it will sort itself out.
Let's hope so.
Okay, I'll be going
Nice
now.
to talk to you.
I don't think this is it either. Unfortunately,
How'd you
though,
do?
that it's getting heckled.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius.
Okay, give me a crossbow. He told me something about a crossbow. Was it him? Do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her.
Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
Thinks I'll keep an eye out for them.
Very well. Another time.
Someone said something. I don't even remember. It doesn't even matter. Okay. Thanks. What is she doing?
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. Real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
How is this my problem? That's so rude. Should I just go in? Wait, who are you?
Fabia, but now's not the time.
Well,
Are you going to help or not?
I'll get right on it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Maybe we shouldn't meet in there.
What? We don't have time for this. I have to go.
Never mind, I don't know why I said that.
The shrine is collapsing.
I'd like to point out that the Whisper did not want her to go in there and did not want her to die, so that is kind of...
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead!
Fabia, no!
The whole shrine just collapsed on her! Oh, Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl.
Oh, okay, that's all we're gonna do about that. Fabia, no! Okay, well, we did our job. Well, it's not great. Shrine may collapse at any moment. Okay, seriously? There's like a huge sign. Well, I say huge. There was a sign there too and everything. Okay, well. I guess that's that on that. Okay, great. Run. Oh, he has the bow that I need.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
No. I genuinely don't. I don't know a Quintius.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
I swear I wasn't lying.
You are not off to a good start. When I ask you a question, I expect an answer. Is that understood?
You're being unreasonable. Should I just keep pushing his buttons until he shoots me? Because that would be fun. You're being unreasonable.
I would choose my next words more carefully if I were you. Is that understood?
I'm not afraid of you.
Then you're of no use.
I mean, it's kind of irrelevant when you're gonna.
Do you have any last words?
You have no idea what you're in for.
You'd squander your last words on an empty threat.
I mean, I'll be fine.
Now it's my turn to tell you something.
I get to reload my game.
Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates.
Okay.
And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh, I'm not moving forward. There you go. So interesting, actually. He didn't even kill me before it went off. So maybe it is just the intention to kill that is the issue here. Well,
salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
wait, are you speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you, and what were you doing in the shrine?
I'm sure we've had this conversation before.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
We'll just
Get
through all of
How
this.
much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you again.
Of course. What did you want to know?
Let's ask him what his story is first.
Well,
I want to see if he also died in a
long
fire.
one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it.
Sure, go for it.
I'm a farmer. Always have been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and 2 little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. He sprinted so fast I almost threw up, but by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground, and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there. I took over the farmstead, but I was young. It was a struggle. More raiding started before too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These Legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted. I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before that soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle. But there were more of them. I never saw how many.
Wow.
The next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. Still burns whenever I think about it.
Let's just talk about something else.
I'm sorry to bore you, friend.
Yeah, I'm terribly bored from that story. I was just thinking about the fact that fire is also in your story. Very interesting. Okay, so I don't know. What do you think about the golden rule?
Oh, I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about what it means to be good and just get on with it, you know?
Okay. What do you think about the election?
I can't see how I could vote for either candidate. I don't like Sentius much, but Malleolus is almost as bad. Even I could do a better job. Me, a farmer. And I've never given a speech or put on a toga in my life.
Alright. Have you ever thought about running for magistrate yourself?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. That's good enough for me.
If Malleolus runs, he's going to break the golden rule and kill us all.
How could you know that? I mean, I don't like the man, but I don't see how you could know a thing like that.
He plans to have Sentius executed for treason.
You overheard him say that? Oh, why does that not surprise me? He and Sentius have despised each other for a long time now. Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him.
I don't think I have enough
Deal?
money right now. Alright. Okay, bye.
Alright. See you around.
This is kind of an issue. Here's the other thing. Sure, we can get Malleolus not to break the golden rule. And that's all well and good. But I don't know what to do about the assassin. Like, that's kind of an issue. And I'm kind of thinking that maybe the assassin... is the problem. But at the same time...
is proof of a degenerate mind.
Okay, great, thanks. But I am kind of feeling like... I mean, the Whispering wants me to go down into the cistern to get the bow and blah, 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 whatever. But it's like, what in the world am I supposed to do with that assassin? I don't know. Can I tell him?
What is it, citizen?
Nope.
Alright.
So what am I supposed to do with that guy? Because surely he's going to kill some people, and then that will be an issue. Okay, let's talk to Malleolus first and just resolve that issue, because I'm pretty sure I have enough money.
Thank you.
Hello.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well, what do you want?
I want you to withdraw from the election.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands?
It's my favorite thing to do.
Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because if you don't, I'm going to kill you.
You fool.
The many shall suffer for the sins
Even saying
of the
that
one.
you're gonna kill someone just really sets it off. Okay, so I really need to find all that money.
Son of this!
Can't even bluff about it. Ow. Alright. It's like, how much money do I have or not have? Whoa, what is that?
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius.
Oh my
Mind telling me
Galerius,
who you are
go
and what you were doing in the Shrine
away.
of Proserpina?
Don't even worry about it. I'm Jude and I got lost.
Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be.
Don't even worry about
Can't
it.
have you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now?
I disrespect
But
everyone. They'll
listen,
be used to it.
Most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than
That's
one.
so rude.
So let me make this nice and simple for you.
What a
Live by
fucking
our law
asshole.
here, and we'll
I'm
all
going
get
to
along
kill
just
him.
fine.
How do I hit people? Don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing.
All right, friend. Suit yourself. Just don't do anything too reckless till you've spoken with Magistrate Sentius in his villa down there. See you around.
Wow. Wow. Okay, here we go. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Don't I need 10,000? This is ridiculous. Should I just go steal from that lady and call it a day? I have so many options. Oh, shit. Okay, wait. I totally forgot about him. Okay, thanks. My guy, my friend.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia.
I don't want to talk to her.
Welcome to life under the golden rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Octavia, shut the fuck up. I need to talk to your friend.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
No, we can...
What? Why?
Just
Why would you want that?
Okay.
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Orpheus. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Okay, great. Get out of the way.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Is this what Centilio would want?
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
You'd never believe me if I told you.
Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
Maybe I can help solve your problems.
It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her. I can't do that.
What if I can help her too?
No. No. Time's up.
Oh, is he gonna really
I
jump
am
again?
out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Okay. Clearly that was not the right answer.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Was that my fault? No, it wasn't, but sure, let's say that.
That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived.
His suicide didn't break the golden rule. What does that mean?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the golden rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
Okay.
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Okay, so we just learned something about her. Talk to me.
I hope you're coping.
I'm fine. So you're a Christian?
Please keep that to yourself.
You've just admitted it.
I know you're not from around here. Things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Fair enough. What's your story?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
She's like, my old life was significantly better than this, but that's fine. How'd you end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
Fair enough. Talk about something
if
else?
You like.
What do you think about the golden rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
Does it really matter what I answered?
If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention.
Oh, there's gonna be some intervention, all right.
I wish I shared your faith.
All right.
Oh, so soon? Well, be gentle on yourself. We're all dealing with a tragic loss today.
All right, let's go deal with the assassin, and I think that's where we're gonna end today. Okay, great, Whisper.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and...
What a nice little shortcut we have. I don't think I could help that lady who's about to kill herself by running into that area.
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. Real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
How I don't have a weapon?
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city.
Okay.
You just have to improvise.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Well, we already know why she shouldn't go in there. Do not go in there.
What? Why?
Just trust me. I have a bad feeling about it. Just trust me.
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
Where's her bakery? Trickster? Trickster? I just saved her life. Trickster my ass. Okay, I guess we're gonna be like more reasonable with this man now.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as
name.
Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
Yes, I just saw him worshipping. Oh, that's funny. Yes, I saw him in a small round shrine just inside the city, second building on your left.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Okay, let me get out of your way. Follow at a safe distance. Okay, great.
Curse you, cultist.
I'm gonna take the wooden bow. because we need that. By order of Emperor Nero, all loyal sons of Rome are ordered to hunt and execute the arsonist and murderer Tiberius Quintus Crispus, a citizen of Aventine district of Rome. He's about 40 to 50 years old. He is average height, average build, has dark hair and one green and one blue eye. He is typically clean-shaven. He's a known associate of cultists and suffers from delusions of grandeur. Okay, well, we know that's Malleolus. Okay, let's go talk to the lady who's now in the bakery.
You there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban.
Oh, right,
but
he
I'm
wanted
impressed.
us to find him a bow.
Before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Okay.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
The statues come to life and fire golden bow arrows at them.
And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life which has to be stopped. And yet, on the other hand, I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, one could create infinite
It's
wealth.
funny that he thinks
Use
of that
your imagination.
fable when I think of
Golden
another.
Animals, insects, trees, and plants.
Yep,
the Midas
Midas.
touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the 2 of us, half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested?
I think the golden goose is meant to be a cautionary tale.
Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not?
That sounds grossly unethical.
Oh, I'm not suggesting we use such a bow on people. There's no profit in breaking the golden rule.
In that case, go on.
Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
No.
No problem. Allow me to explain. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld, depending on who you ask. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows.
Who do we
And
think?
it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess what she's holding in her hand?
A golden bow.
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you-know-what.
But you want me to steal it?
Oh, gods no! If you tried that, we'd all be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade.
It's theft.
But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and
we
there's
know
no
what
way
happens
of
when
knowing
you
where
steal.
it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions. Ask away.
I don't have any questions right now.
So, are you in, partner?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. If you don't feel like action or horror elements, I'm done with horror.
Are you sure?
I'm out. This is not what I want.
Stay poor and ignorant forever then.
Fine with being poor and ignorant right now. Tired of being scared.
You took care of him?
He had a tragic accident in that
Whatever's
shrine.
that great
An
temple up there on the
accident?
bluff. I bet
So,
it's worth a fortune.
It's over? Oh, God. That's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question, though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
Would I run into issue if I said yes? I said yes, I'd be admitting to murder.
I don't understand. Oh, I see. I should probably keep my big mouth shut then. Sorry. I promise, nobody else will ever know what you did. But I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
How'd you end up here?
I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me, a fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either. Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am.
Oh, fair enough. What do you think about the golden rule?
I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we?
Have you met people?
You're funny. I bet my friend Georgius will like you. And those interesting clothes of yours. And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the golden rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop.
I think we already talked to him. Okay.
All right. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
Okay, I kind of regret not accepting his proposal.
Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me.
You know what? It's fine. Fuck you too. The issue is I don't really want to. Fine, we'll talk to her, and then we're done.
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
I've been asking people about how they wound up here trying to find a pattern.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed?
Some people mention a river.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
Fire. That's all I noticed.
There are definitely some common threads there. But I think we'll need at least a few to ensure we're not just seeing coincidences. Keep asking people how they wound up here. I don't want us to rush to any conclusions yet. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind, and dictates we should be sure. Yes, you should ask the others first.
Okay.
Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
On your best behavior, I trust?
Always. Okay, everyone, so this is where we're going to end for today. We did end up finding out a lot of new information. We finally had the election. We now have a bow. We know how to get Malleolus out and Galerius in. We even found out about Assassin and how to make him no longer an issue. I don't necessarily feel like we're any closer to figuring out who is the sinner, but we definitely have marked off a lot of people who it probably is not. So that is definitely helpful as we continue on. I do feel like we actually are getting closer to the end of the game here. Like, as we're continuing on, next time, we're definitely gonna have to go down to the cisterns and use this bow. Now that, you know, we finally have it. And the other issue is we need to figure out what's going on with that temple, considering apparently it's not just us who can't go into it, it's everyone. And then if we can also figure out who set the golden rule into place, that would be a good thing. I think just finding out everyone's backstory is going to help out with that, just based off of the conversations with our Vestal priestess here. But we'll find out more the next time we play. In the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.